Buddhist monk yogi during the Temple era from 729 to 749. In 1066, all of the temple structures, including the main hall and the 5-story pagoda, burned down in a fire. The temple was run by monk Keibon, who studied under Imperial Prince Shoshinho at Ninja-ji in Kyoto. He sought help from Shirakawa-in to restore the temple, and after obtaining his support, the main temple structure and the 7-structure temple compounds were restored. As a state-sponsored temple, it grew to be the largest in western Japan, with over 100 branch temples spreading out to the Bingo, Bichu, and Aki regions. During the Ewa era, between 1375 and 1379, the temple once again burned down. However, in 1386, the main temple, which is an important cultural asset, was restored with the support of the Shugo or military governor Yamano, and it took about 60 years until the Eikyo era, between 1429 and 1441, for the 3-story pagoda, which is another important cultural asset, and other temple structures to be restored. Deva Gate, an important prefectural cultural asset, and Deva statues are creations from the Azuchi Momoyama period, between 1558 and 1600. The huge straw zoris, or Japanese sandals, hanging overhead at the entrance were offered as a prayer for strong blades. Shingon Buddhism. The Buddhist monk Saint Josho of Saidaiji in Nara lived in this temple, which was called Mondorado at the time. It was located along the route of his preachment journey in Saigoku, and Saint Josho stayed here during the restoration of Jodoji, which had fallen into ruin. Old records show that Izumi Hogen Enshin, who at the time was the administrator of the Bingo O Danusho and the head of the temple, donated this temple to Saint Josho. The temple was renamed Kairyuji in 1662. The principal object of worship at the temple is the 1,000-armed Buddhist goddess of mercy, an important cultural property of Hiroshima that is said to have been created at about the middle of the Kamakura period between 1185 and 1333. The huge rocks at the foot of the mountain behind the temple are rare in the Onomichi area, where granite is common.